You know, September is kind of a conflicting month because on one end of the deal, students have to go back to school, and that's the time that every student dreads. But on the other end, there's a bunch of awesome video games coming out, so let's worry about school later. What's up, YouTube? My name is Ryan Ramakrishnan, and like so many of you, I'm really excited for a lot of games this fall.
Are you excited, Neil? I am, Mother.
In the next 4 months, there's a lot of great things coming our way, and it is only a matter of time before I make a video about each of those months. So let's start off with September right now. These are 5 of the most exciting new games to come in September of 2018.
Let's do it.
To start off this list of games that you should be pumped for the month of September, we're going to talk about Valkyria Chronicles 4. Full disclosure, I don't really know much about the franchise of Valkyria Chronicles. Of course, just hearsay and listening to other gaming outlets review and talk about the games. I have an understanding that the last Valkyria game was not so beloved. Valkyria Revolution a few years back was a bit of a spin-off, and it was not such a big hit like previous installments in the Valkyria series.
The Imperial forces are on the move, heading for your position.
Valkyria Chronicles 4 is a really big deal. Valkyria Chronicles 4 is a sequel to a game from quite a while ago, and also that game was on PSP and released in Japan. So if I'm not mistaken, a lot of audiences over here have not gotten their hands on this series, but it's really popular for its take on strategy games and tactical role-playing action games with a cast of all these new characters and more depth in the systems and whatnot. This seems like a huge follow-up to a pretty popular series that a lot of people want to get their hands on. So tactical RPG fans, especially those who are looking for something meaty to pick up on their Switch and play on the go, I think that Valkyria Chronicles 4 is already an instant sell. I just can't relate personally to the excitement, but you should totally check it out if you're into those kind of games. And that is coming to you on September 25th.
I know I'm not worthy of this responsibility. I'll give all I've got to see it through.
And coming in at number 4 on this list is another RPG, which unfortunately I also cannot say that I'm super into, and that is Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age. So Dragon Quest XI is a game that a lot of people really love in Japan, as with all of the other games in the series. It's apparently like a huge success every time a new installment comes out.
Are we gonna stand around here all night, or are we gonna take action, huh?
I'm game if you are.
So finally coming to the US, Dragon Quest XI will allow people to get their hands on this really well-received big RPG. So this game finally coming to the US will finally give the opportunity for fans of the franchise and people who've always wanted to get their hands on it the chance to experience a really massive RPG with tons of improvements on the combat system and no more random encounters and just better overall experiences on the battlefields and some admittedly stunning visuals in this game. Dragon Quest XI looks like an amazing time for JRPG fans and Dragon Quest fans alike. And that is coming your way on September 4th.
Say hello to my enormous friend.
Life is Strange 2 takes the number 3rd spot on this list for the most exciting new games coming out next month.
What are we gonna do now?
There's nothing we can't do.
Life is Strange 2 is the sequel to an amazing game. Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm both come from Dontnod Entertainment, and they make great games with super compelling narratives and just games that focus so much on those narratives, interesting characters and dynamics and world building, relatable stories and whatnot, and also the perfect blend of supernatural. Life is Strange 2 looks to deliver everything that its predecessors did, and hopefully some more.
Life is strange.
I'm actually really excited to see that. Life is Strange 2 has these new characters we're following, and these young boys look like they have some really interesting stories to tell as well, and probably going to be pretty relatable, but also super crazy with the whole supernatural elements. And I'm really excited to see the powerful storytelling that they will be bringing to us with Life is Strange 2 when it comes out on September 27th. And also it compels me to finally, after all this time, complete Life is Strange. I don't know why I haven't done so yet. The second biggest game that is coming out in September is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I'm personally really excited for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I can actually vouch for the quality of Tomb Raider and its sequel Rise of the Tomb Raider, both of which are fantastic action-adventure games. Lara Croft is such an interesting character who I absolutely love.
Name Lara Croft.
And her dynamic storytelling is just improving over and over again, where we're going to actually see the ending of this trilogy. Shadow of the Tomb Raider wraps up the stories of both games, and we're kind of going full circle and seeing Lara become the Tomb Raider and what that means to her.
You're the Tomb Raider, figure it out.
With amazing action, with all different kind of gunplay and environmental puzzles, and a sense of exploration and adventure like no other. And also, like I said, a really interesting story. You've got a lot of great characters and whatnot.
We can't let Trinity get hold of this.
And also this new dark tone.
I saw it. The end.
Large, open-ended exploration in the levels, and potentially a really interesting supernatural element to it. And overall, just a great way to cap off an amazing story that Crystal Dynamics started in 2013.
I still have so many questions.
I firmly believe that Shadow of the Tomb Raider is going to be a fantastic spectacle.
He wants to alter the course of humanity. If you had that power, what would you do?
But maybe it's being slept on a little bit because of the #1 game.
Gee, I wonder what this is going to be about.
And that #2 game, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, launches
September 14th.
But 1 week prior, we get Marvel's Spider-Man coming from Insomniac Games. You already know I'm excited for this. I've mentioned it in multiple videos, and I even have a full video about 5 reasons why I think it's going to be amazing. I'm going to give you guys 5 reasons why Spider-Man for the PS4 is going to be amazing.
Please don't screw this up.
Spider-Man comes out September 7th, and oh my god, it looks good. Every time I watch the trailers, I just get more and more excited. Everything from the amount of villains, the whole rogues gallery, and how it's going to play into the story, what the narrative is going to be overall, with interesting side characters like the Osborns and Mary Jane or Miles Morales. I think that the Spider-Man lore is so interesting, so I love that Insomniac Games is tackling that lore and that source material in their own special manner to tell a unique story.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
The gameplay looks amazing. You've got your web swinging and exploring New York City, a beautifully, wonderfully realized New York City, if I may say so myself, and awesome combat, a little bit like Batman Arkham games, fast-paced, fluid, combo-based, environmental damage, using everything to your advantage around you. Probably some really big boss fights.
This is too good to be true. Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
Tons of costumes to use, and just a sheer sense of amazement at gliding around the city with your webs and fighting bad guys as Spider-Man. What more can you ask for? This game looks fantastic. It's got everything I could ever ask for in a superhero game. It's almost surreal to think that it's coming out in just a few days. So that is #1, guys. Spider-Man, coming September 7th.
Whew. Anyone else need a breather?
Alright guys, that is it. Those are 5 games coming out in September of 2018. I'm pretty excited for a few of them. Others I can't really speak for myself, but I know they're massive and you should definitely keep them on your radar. But which games of September are you most excited for? Maybe you're a sports guy. You know we've got NBA 2K and NBA Live 19 coming. Or maybe you're excited for Destiny 2's new expansion. So let me know all your thoughts in the comments below of which games you're going to play in September and why you're excited for them more than others. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.